So you are boring, not life is boring. The worst situation in my life was when the woman I loved was married to someone else. Only in love, the two lovers become naked to each other. Life becomes naked to a human being who loves life.
How can you see what is going to happen in future? I have hardly seen you work. But the kind of life you lead is better than most of the people who work for 20 hours a day. So what is this formula, if you can give it?
So before you do great work, you put the house in order.
What you are saying makes sense, but that doesn't mean you in totality have to be 200% correct in everything, whatever you are. That is hero worship. Then my mind doesn't question you. And this is what happens in India. Why do we have this psyche of doing this hero worship? Strangely, I see everybody these days, they keep asking, what is my purpose in life? I mean, it's a very weird question. For me also, I never ask.
Then why are you asking me?
No.
We are having a conversation. Don't talk about people.
No, because this conversation has no meaning if it is not conveying this thing.
This is what the mistake everybody.
No, mistake, no.
You are the people.
No, then I have no question. Because I have heard all this hundreds of times.
That's a different thing.
So I'm asking this question because today I don't have this. Maybe as a kid, I even asked this question once or twice. What is the purpose of my life? Why? Because I also felt, what am I doing here? So there are many people who till the age of 20, 30, they just don't know. They are moving around aimlessly. And this question comes to everybody's mind. What is the purpose of life? How do you take this question? I do feel life is life,
I don't think it comes to everybody's mind.
To many people, especially youngsters.
Now, if you see to whom it's coming, you will get the idea. You see? Seeing. Seeing gives you the idea. Idea is seeing. Okay. So, who are the people who ask such questions? That is the first question.
Yeah.
One, they have enough money.
Yeah.
They have, they have come to a standstill in life.
And maybe they have not found that one thing for their...
No, for example, let's say I have become the manager of a bank. I have started as a small employee. Now I have 2 houses, 4 this thing, a wife, family, this. And now every day is again I'm doing the same thing and same thing and same thing and same thing. Then comes this question.
Yeah.
So it comes out of a boring life.
It comes out.
That's the answer. So you are boring, not life is boring. You see, you have chosen a very fixed, secure path. Security is the cause of boredom. You see, insecurity, no insecure man is ever bored because there is a fire in his ass.
I always challenge.
When you were poor and you were running helter-skelter for money, you were not asking what is the purpose of life. You said, where is the money? Where is the house? Where is the food? You ask a hungry dog, hey, what's the purpose of life? He'll just eat you up. He says, that's the purpose of life. You ask a hungry lion, what is the purpose of life? He'll say, I'll tell you. Come here. This is the purpose of life. You see, what is the purpose of life for a poor man? He wants money. The bullshit. So you are asking a purpose because you have got caught up in a little, rigmarole where you are every day saying, good morning, sir. I've signed the paper. Now it's 5 o'clock. I'm going home. Hello, wife. Let us see the TV program. Let us have a smoke. Let's go out for dinner. Now it's Diwali. Now it's Holi. Now it's this. Now.
So we don't challenge ourselves.
Not challenge you. You are just screwed up.
Absolutely.
So get back. Ask a 10-year, 8-year-old boy. There was a boy who came a few days ago. Atleast son.
You told.
He was so energetic. He and me are driving and we are going to have some food. So in between he's like dancing. He's dancing and he's telling, uncle, how many minutes is there to reach? I said, 2-3 minutes. Then I listened to one song, no? And he's life is a roller coaster. if you have not killed yourself, if you have not into depression, if you have not finished your energy, you know, you see an ant, they don't stop,
Yeah.
you know. They don't have any purpose, but they are you see a bee, you see the sun, you see the earth,
That
you see the
is-
cosmos. Show me anything which is still. You see?
Stagnation means
So when you create this stillness in your life, this artificial stillness, same thing every morning you are doing, same thing. Obviously, the brain is not being used. You see? Because in the morning,
Absolutely.
good morning, I have to say good morning, it's a recording coming out. Okay? And it makes you sleepy. It makes you dull. Okay? Rest of the brain is huge. And it is made for challenges. It's made for thinking. It's made for, and we are not using it. So it's like, I have not exercised my hand for 6 months. And then I
suddenly
say, hey, I can't lift my hand up. You know, what is the purpose of my hand? The purpose of your hand is to move it, go and do 1 hour exercise. That is the purpose. You see?
Yes.
So action is life. When you move away, and action means not all this presupposed action and, secure action, going into the unknown, challenging yourself all the time, doing deadly things. Going and sitting in a shamshanam,
living
calling
dangerously.
Thali, just exploring your fears, blasting yourself. Even I would say trying out medicine, drugs, this, that, trying out, not getting caught in it, exploring the whole of life, and it is so vast. That's why, people have to be born again and again and again and again.
Never exhumed. Okay. Tell me any one incident when you were totally cornered, in the sense you were really caught in a bad situation and you didn't know what to do, totally, and some help came from somewhere, and it was like almost, you can say it was.
This is the worst situation I will. And she is my help.
Yeah. So you have to tell. No.
So many times, so many things.
No, once that thing maybe once happened. You had told me about that motorcycle thing or
I'm
something.
Trying to think of something new.
Yeah. No, that will be, I have heard it once and it was like pretty scary even to listen to that. You have to tell that also, and maybe something new if you want to share.
The worst situation in my life was when the woman I loved was married to someone else, and I knew that she had got married under the pressure of the family. And I knew that she'll come back to me, and nobody believed this. But I knew it. And I knew it so well that I said that even if I was so confident, you can call it like being so arrogant. No, I was not arrogant. I just knew it.
Yeah.
It's like,
you can
for
call
example,
it love, not arrogance.
No, it's like, for example, I'm telling you a fact. You might not like it. That suppose I'm in South, okay, and I need you or any one of you, like I'm not feeling so well or something, I need some help, okay. You might say that I will come tomorrow, but she will come on the same day. This is what I know. Okay, this is what maybe it is wrong. When he tried. So I like this. I know things about people, things about situations, things about this thing. So, so I knew about Sunita this thing. Okay. And that is because when I met her, before meeting her, I said, I'm going to meet a girl 1 month later and then we will have a love affair and all that anyway. So it's like everything very strange in my life. And some people people live by logic. But I know, I understand what logic is, but logic is very limited. Life is far, far more adventurous, and if you love life means not love the things of life.
Yeah.
Love life.
Yeah.
Okay? Life will love you and it will open such doors to you which to the common man it's not available.
Yeah.
You know, only in love the two lovers become naked to each other. Life becomes naked to a human being who loves life.
Absolutely.
You know, if you love a woman, she doesn't care if she's wearing a clothes. In fact, she doesn't want to wear a clothes in front of her lover. Okay, just like that, if you love truth, this cover which you call Maya, no, she unveils it and she shows herself. That's why I'm saying, if you love life, the gifts of life which come through some unknown sources, we don't know from where it comes, they are the one that, you know, makes your life, you know, like a dance or a song or a, ecstasy. So anyway, there is this woman and now she is married to somebody else, and I have gone. My hometown is Kanpur. I have 5 years in Pune, FTI, then I live in Bombay, and I've done Shankaracharya and all that. And I've written one script called Dil Se Dil Tak, the film that I wanted to make. Okay. And this thing happens. And there is a long story behind it. Actually, it's my father and her father and their misunderstanding. Again, it's a cliche. Okay. But like bloody the fathers are fighting, the children are in love. So,
typical Hindi movie story.
This is the tragedy of our life. Okay. So that's it. So she's married, and she's married to somebody I know. He's also a doctor. She's also a doctor. So I'm in Madras and I'm with a friend. I just spoke to him yesterday. Okay. And I used to, like, you know, when we were sitting and having a drink and all, I used to say about Sunita, this, that, and he was a very good listener, and, you know, it was always like mehfuz. So he also knows, like, all my stories. So one day I'm sitting and one day what happens is, in one Telugu film I'm doing, and I come back to that room, which is supposed to be my room, and there is this thing there, note. It is left by Sunita. That I came, this, then take care of you. So again in that note, I can make out that she's like almost coming, and like she's like a cage in a bird.
Bird in a cage.
Bird in a cage. Sorry, cage in a bird.
She's bird in a cage. It's okay, cage in a bird.
Yeah, cage.
Very
Some
philosophy.
poet said.
You can write in a cage in a bird.
The cage is within.
That is what a poet said. That the cage is the anyway. So
that's more apt, in fact.
I am watching a movie, an English Hollywood movie with Girish. We are watching, and the scene is the heroine in that movie. Okay, she stops, the car stops, she opens the door and comes out.
Okay.
And I tell Girish, Sunita has come. Okay, Sunita has come. So he said, "Arey yaar, wait." And he's looking at the movie. So I said, "I am leaving right now. Are you coming or you're watching the movie?" He said, "What?" I said, "I am leaving right now. I have to make a call." He said, "What?" I said, "Are you coming?" He said, "I'm coming." He came. We get out of the hall. Okay, it's a 9 to 12 show. It must be about 11 o'clock. There is a street, and that's here. There is one tinka, shop which they close. No, it's got like all the small stuff and eat it. And he's closing the shutter. And I run and I catch him. I saw a phone there. So I catch him and I said, "Sir, I want to make one call." And I open the thing. I don't even ask him. Girish also comes. We pick up the phone, we call. I knew which number to call. It was her friend's number. She had left that number. Okay. And Sunita picks up the phone. She had just come from Bombay, entered the house and picked up the phone. Okay, and I told Giri, I said, see, she's there.
Yeah.
He said, what?
Yeah.
And then she met me, and 1 month later, she gave all the jewelry, everything to that man and said, bye bye, Tata, and came.
Okay.
So this is one, impossible thing. Tuck, tuck, tuck,
Yeah. Any other
By meeting her, I was telling my friends in Mumbai, between 2000 to 2006, almost every 1 month or once in 2 months, I would say, when I go to Himalayas, I will meet a girl who will be either a foreigner or look like a foreigner. And they had learned my lines so much that later on I would say one line and they would stop. She will be like a foreigner. They used to repeat. It became a joke. Okay. And in 2006, by chance, I met her, by chance.
accidentally.
And by wrong phone call. Okay. And I go and meet her. And the moment I saw her, I said, she's that girl. Again, how do you know?
Yeah. But then,
how do I know?
what happened during that?
How do I know that I will meet such a girl? So if life is logic, then what is this?
What is destiny then? This is what?
Destiny, I don't. It's okay. Destiny.
There is something called
how
destiny.
do you know your future? Yeah. I'm not doing some practice. I'm not doing tantra. I'm not doing mantra. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, sixth sense. Premonition.
This is a way of just not understanding a thing. 6, 7, 7 sense, 8 sense, so 8 sense, 10 sense. What is this? So in other words, to me, this is, what? That this of course I understood when I saw the truth. That the whole universe is an internet. The whole universe is an internet. Not just this physical thing. The space is like mind. It's full of information, full of knowledge. It has everything from the beginning till the end of it. Even the future. It's all the recordings are floating here.
Yeah.
If you can, and our brain is like a radio receiver. If you can be interested in something for long enough, you will connect with that thing and that thing will download it.
So this way you can say everything in life is to some extent fixed. That means you see what is going to happen. If you can see a future event.
When you say fixed.
When you see a future event, how do you see a future event? That means.
No, I am asking you one thing.
Yeah.
When you say fixed, from which point of view are you seeing? Everything there is changing. The water is changing, the course is changing, everything. So fixed from which?
No, fixed in the sense.
So you have made some illusionary point which is fixed. What?
No,
where?
illusory.
What is fixed in life?
Not that. I don't mean that. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but
fixed from where?
How can you see what is going to happen in future? How can you see that? How can you see?
Just like a scientist can see how a rocket will reach the moon.
Because that means you can say everything is.
Or how an architect can see, how this building will come up.
But he visualizes a building. It can be something different also.
Yeah, it will always be different from what you visualize anyway. It will not be. It's not. Apollo 13 might come back also. But they go on seeing, and then one day they reach.
That is. In everything we visualize, but why can't then everybody visualize? If this is a fact, then
what I'm trying to say, at the level of matter, at the level of space and time is also something. Things are calculable. You can calculate.
That means this universe is mathematics,
In a way, it's very subtle mathematics. And you might not get everything right because mathematics always has an error. But the universe doesn't have. It's not calculating, it's doing. We are trying to calculate. So whenever you try to come to know something, you will always have an error in it.
Plus or minus.
Yeah, but then there, there's one difference. Like an architect, he makes a plan. He can see that this is how the building is going to
Finally, he
come
doesn't
up.
know how the building
No,
will
no,
come.
it's okay. But he cannot. Mostly, maybe exceptions are there. He cannot conceive that this man is going to come to me and ask me to make a Taj Mahal. So this is something beyond visualization.
No, because
This is,
because he doesn't have a
yeah,
consciousness.
so that means
a consciousness which includes the consciousness of
everything.
everyone.
So which means,
But if you go to a Nityanand,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
will tell you.
yeah, but then there is 1 in a billion Nityanand.
No,
it's
but the
like-
possibility is that you can be a Nityanand.
Yeah, possibility. So I say everything is a possibility. That means you have that special ability.
No,
of,
so therefore,
Yeah.
you are every human being, every conscious thing, every stone. If I am talking about everything, okay, you are a possibility and a field. The point is, how much have you explored?
Yeah.
How much have you
Yeah.
explored? Like, we are all Indians. How many people have seen how much India? There are some people who have not even left the village, but he's also an Indian. And there are some people who have seen nook and corner of India. So he has explored and you have not explored. So because you don't eat your dal roti, sleep.
Yeah. Yes.
So therefore, don't do jobs. Don't go for security. Be like the wind.
Yeah. Actually, one thing I want to ask to you.
Because you have already, by the work you choose, you tie yourself. So you are limiting yourself. Now 9 o'clock the first thing I discarded in my life when I was 18 and thinking about what work I had to do, I said, I will never ever do a 9 to 5 job. How cruel it is to myself that every day I have to work. Oh no.
Yeah. One thing I want to ask you. Okay. Like I have seen you for the last 2 decades almost. That
2 decades.
Yeah, 2 decades.
Babu, you might have seen me totally how many
no, 2
number
decades.
of hours.
No. It's 2 decades. Okay, full stop.
10%.
No, full stop. 10% bullshit. Okay, 2 decades. Now, tell me one thing. I'm only talking about material work. I don't mean Kriya and all. Huh? So, I have hardly seen you work. Okay? Work, what the world understands as work, I don't mean Kriya. But the kind of life you lead is better than most of the people who work for 20 hours a day, including your finances, the way you live and everything. So what is this formula? If you can give it, this is going to be damn useful. How have you managed life so wonderfully well that one man who at an average works for 4 days, 3 days a month, lives like a king?
I can
Goes
give you a
around.
very cliche answer.
Yeah.
But,
Give any answer, but this is very useful because.
See, you can want to be the labor who is going to build lighthouse. So then you will have to pick up the stones, every day you will have to work 8 to 10 hours for 3-4 years to make this building. That's one job. Okay. Then there is another job. You can be the contractor.
Yeah.
He will come for 4-5 hours. Hey, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? He's getting more money. Then you can be the one who's getting the lighthouse made. He will come in 2-3 days. You all are working. Very good. Any money to be paid? No, it's paid. Okay, he'll go away. So every 3 days he comes for 1 hour. Okay. And so so therefore in this ladder of work, if you can reach the top, if you can be the king, you have to do nothing.
Yeah.
But it's not that he's not doing anything. He is looking at everything and he's seeing everything. So like in a car, okay, the tires work the most. But after 5 months you throw. Engine goes next. But light doesn't do anything. But try to run a car without light.
Without a light is very difficult.
Or without sunlight. Run the universe without sunlight. Okay.
Yeah.
What does the sun do?
No, this is...
No, I'm asking you this question. What does the sun do?
Absolutely fine.
No, can you say anything?
I have understood.
It doesn't do anything. What does the sea do? What does the air do? So just being what you are most creative. You are at your best and you are doing vast things. See, I have also realized that if I think something, somewhere in the world it will happen. I don't have to do it also. I feel my consciousness has gone to such a level that I want to, if I think of a great movie, somebody will make it. So I said, see, I'm even freed of the idea of making it because I am thinking I want to make, let's say, Godfather or Papillon or, Redbeard or whatever, XYZ. And I say, wow, he's made it. Now, if I'm of a petty consciousness, you know what I'll think? Oh, he stole my idea.
Yeah.
Right.
But there is no idea which is mine.
Yeah.
So I've seen some idiots who are like my classmates and all. Arey, my script, he stole my script, he stole my... I said, this is your script. You have stolen 10,000 people's idea and written a script.
Right.
So
but then you have to be smart with your
not
money
only
management
smart,
also.
you have to be like space.
No, I'm asking a very practical question. That is, but then money management.
Don't think I don't do anything. I do whatever is needed.
But your time management, money management, all that you have to tell.
Who passed school examination
you
for me?
You have to tell.
Who did all the movies?
That's okay, but
who does exercise every day?
You exercise, but it's okay. Money management and all.
No, I do everything, but I don't see. For example, I made Lighthouse. This girl is there. Those people are there. I don't come and check every day. Have you done your work? Have you done it? I can do that. I trust them, yeah. Once in a while, I check and say, you are not doing properly, do properly. Finish.
Yeah.
So therefore, a great painter paints very little. A great talker talks a word or two. And if he's really a sage, he will say nothing, probably just point a finger. A great artist just makes a line. A great God disappears.
Right.
So the lesser you are, the more you are. So don't try to be everywhere and do everything. That just low way of living is a very,
Yeah.
But just to clarify, like you gave this example of lighthouse where there's a laborer, there's a contractor. That doesn't mean that any job is bad or that is low and this is high, right?
No, low or bad nahi hai.
No, that is the
when you are concerned with the idea of doing more.
But then you know what?
Okay.
This is slightly different. I beg to differ. Because the Prime Minister is doing the topmost job, but he's working, he has to work 15 to whoever is the Prime Minister.
So I'm constantly working.
But his thing is, the answer which I wanted from him also, which I have seen is his perfect management of money, his intelligence of
I'll tell you why it is personal.
Yeah, that
I'll tell you are saying perfect and making
because
it sound
this was an answer which was a little bohemic answer.
I am saying I have few clothes, one simple room, one car and a bike. It's so easy to manage. I have not 6 cars and 7 houses. I can create problem for myself. Like for example, that place which I have in Dehradun, I don't want to see it. But on the phone only I'm managing for last 4 years. Like, sir, you don't want to come? Even to Bombay, that flat which I had given, I never went to see. Yes. But one day I went, I threw that girl out. So I know how to throw a person out. But I will not disturb them if they are doing well and giving me money or, So with the least, don't. If you have set a thing in motion, let it do its job. Don't go around and is it okay? Is it okay?
But tell your formula about money management also. Suppose you are earning 100 rupees.
I have no formula.
You tell it to youngsters, Now come on. Like 100 rupees 1 minute from your grandmother. Like you have 100 rupees. Like I have seen you, how judiciously you manage your finances. This is good for youngsters. You have to tell
this. It's very simple. If you have 100 rupees, okay, you must be so clever that you can happily carve out a good life in 60 rupees.
Yeah.
That you need intelligence for that. But suppose you say, oh yeah, I have only 60 rupees. I wish I had 80 rupees, I could eat that. But you are talking like a fool. You wish, the moment you expect, you are distorting life. You have 100 rupees, sir. Okay, at the most you can spend 100 rupees. Okay, but remember, tomorrow you might not have 100 rupees. If this is the only 100 rupees you have, or you have a backup of 1,000 rupees in the bank. Okay, so therefore,
That is very
you
important.
have to see the whole picture of your finance. Okay, and accordingly, your spending should be. Now, there are 2-3 aspects of spending. One is spending for your food, for your joy, for your party, and XYZ. Okay, that should come last. First thing is that, do I have the basic necessities of life? Do I have a cycle? Do I have a this? You know, I don't have clothes to wear. If I buy, so a cloth, a shelter, a thing to move around, or there is some basic thing, which you need for your survival. And am I alone, or I have a wife and a child? Or I have 2 younger brothers, or I have 2 kids who are very small and they need milk. And what is my whole situation? How much money is needed for basic survival? So first thing is that basic survival has to be met first. Okay, because if you don't have that, somebody will be hungry, somebody won't be able to sleep, the fan electricity will be cut, there's that, you will be disturbed in your life, and therefore, being disturbed in your home, you will go out of the house disturbed. The job that you are doing, you won't be able to do properly, and X, Y, that, so everything will be disturbed around you just because your fundamentals are disturbed.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like having a dirty office and files all over the place, and then you have to do some great work. So before you do great work, you put the house in order. Okay, so therefore, with this money, however simple it is, or whatever it is it in order? The place in which you are staying and the people that is it in order? You are having 2 meals. Kids are getting a ball. Now, do you have more money? Okay. Now you can discard your cycle and go to a motorcycle. You have more money, then you can go to buy your first car.
Yeah.
You have more money. So if you start from below, you will never go wrong. But if you start from above, I want a car, and what is going to happen in the house, you think later.
Yeah.
So you are a fool to think. So you climb step by step. So there is a ladder. Economic ladder. If you have fulfilled the first 7 steps, 8 steps you can take easily. If you have, suppose I have so much money that I want to buy this whole jungle or the whole of New York, I can buy it. But not at this thing that my wife cannot get food and my servants are not getting salary and I'm buying that thing. So that is the mistake that people do. They jump to step 8 without completing the step 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's why they cry. Same thing about health.
Yeah.
Same thing about everything.
What is the psyche behind hero worshipping?
If that hero is enlightened, he'll never become a hero. You are educated, okay, when you know yourself inside out.
So what will be your last message before departing from the world?
Enlightenment means your boat has entered the sea of light. For a man who is living in a small box, there the dream is at when he sleeps.
Yeah.
For an awakened man, the dream is the world.
The dream is the world. Yeah. What gives you utmost joy? Anything about you which nobody knows. Yeah.
Cinema has been very close to my heart.
Yeah.
To me, cinema is the poetry of life. How I translated Krishna as something that I could live, it was very easy. Firstly, he is a sea of unbounded love. And secondly, whatever he does, it's total.
100%.
Total love, 100%. Only that light
Yeah.
can dissolve the conditions of the mind.
It's-
Only that light.
It's true.
Everything else will add to it.
It's true. But I have seen a few people who have been having Kriya since I have known them, and they are as dumb as they were before or even more.
If somebody comes to me or comes to somebody who is living this universal consciousness, no, without talk, just by looking into each other's eyes, he'll get it.
You dedicate one song to yourself, and you will have to sing it.
Kindly subscribe and share our videos.